Yeah, I listened to the Snark Tank with Chris Reagan, some black guy, and Tom Sweeney, and they talked about Gamergate 2.0 coming in again, and they're like, "I'm staying out of this one. We already did this shit. It's I'm over it." Like,
But a group called The Watch, which that's not ominous or anything, has developed the toxicity rating, the world's first rating system monitoring racism, gender discrimination, and the overall toxicity in online gaming communities.
Get banned.
I'm sorry.
According to the site, each rating is created by surveying hundreds of gamers and represents the average amount of racism, gender discrimination, violence towards others, crude humor, and controlled substance conversation experienced while playing online.
A lot of gamers are stoners. Of course, they're gonna talk about controlled substance.
That's toxic mentality. Can't have that.
Let's see what Call of Duty's rating is.
I'm looking at Minecraft right now.
It's a 78% toxic.
Racism, 75%.
75% racism? You gotta up your game, Call of Duty.
No, it's more than that.
Gender discrimination, 67%.
It's way more than that, dude.
Dude, you know what? This rating system makes me want to make a game that is so fucking...
Hold on. Rimshee, we're gonna get to that, because there's something about this site that I have to tell both of you guys.
Oh, let's look at Minecraft. It's only 62%.
Controlled
My
substance.
favorite Call of Duty is direct violent threats, 90%. It's a first-person shooter. What the fuck did you expect?
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah,
It's a
I'm gonna
very
fucking
common
kill
phrase
you
in a game where you kill other players.
I'm gonna kill you refers to the imaginary gun and the imaginary body at the other end of the barrel. Most of the time.
Yeah, are there some threats that aren't that? Sure. Are they real? Nah.
Oh, most of them no. The moment you start saying, I'm gonna SWAT you, that's a real threat.
Yeah. Don't swat people. We are an anti-swatting
Yeah, that's
crew.
How the fuck is Minecraft
illegal
62%?
What?
How the hell is Minecraft 62%? Toxic. Apparently,
according to 62% of respondents, they've experienced toxicity playing Minecraft. 56% said they've experienced racism in Minecraft.
Wait, hold on real quick. I want to go back to the Call of Duty thing for a second. Controlled substances conversation, 82%. It's more than racism? Doubt.
By the way,
odd.
I doubt.
controlled substances is the upper of the far, and crude humor is the lower of the far points, because it's being cut off by the screen.
Okay.
Which that's
Just
the
for
other
those
one,
watching.
it's like crude humor. Really?
It's Call of Duty.
But no, like, when you're listing crude humor as one of your points for toxicity in gaming, it's like, tell me you're a pussy without telling me that you're a fucking pussy.
Yeah. If I don't greet you guys with an F slur before the show, how do I know that we're still friends? That's.
But what's funny to me is the ones that say coming soon. One of which is Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Oh, jeez.
Survey. Let's see.
But-
Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm gonna...
Here's the thing,
Yes.
though. when you go to
Extreme.
survey, this is what I was going to talk about. When you go to survey, you can pick a game that you want to rate, and
Yeah.
you don't have to log in.
No, you don't. You guys
So
want
I
to do
could
the survey
click-
together?
Yes.
Well, we're doing extreme
Okay.
for Animal Crossing. We need to come up with something that let's see. What's a hilarious fuck you to this site?
Well,
How so?
They did it-
What do you mean?
when I was watching Friday Night
Look at the
Tights,
screen.
they did Animal Crossing.
I know, I can't see the full...
It's racism. Please indicate the interactive user-generated aspect of this game, including the usage of, inference of, or description of racism, xenophobic, and racist-based discrimination or hate. Should we just do anti-white shit, or should we do like...
Yeah, because like the best part about this, Jables,
What's
is like
the-
when describing some of these things, like doing the survey, you can type in detailed descriptions of what you quote experienced.
Should we do anti-furry
Wait,
shit?
wait.
You know, the type of racism that should exist.
Hold on. What's the name of the guy that owns the town in Animal Crossing?
Oh shit!
It's like Tom something, right?
I think it is
Rimshee, I
Tom.
know your wife plays Animal Crossing. Ask her.
Sweetheart! Sweetheart! Yes! Why would I call Jables sweetheart?
You have before. Jeez.
What's Tom's full name in Animal Crossing?
Or just the guy that runs the town.
The guy that runs the town or whatever.
How in the fucking
You play it!
his name is Tom. That's it.
Okay, it's
Just
just Tom.
He's just Tom.
No,
Well,
it's his last name.
Tom, Dick, or Harry.
I don't
My wife's funny.
Alright.
So,
Hold on.
Tom. Tom Bombadil. That's Lord of the Rings.
Held by Tortimer.
I know.
Mortimer?
No, it's Tom Nook. Okay.
Tom Nook.
Yeah. Tom Nook called me the N-word. My name was the N-word, but he still did it anyway. And I think that's wrong and racist.
yeah, like when you get to the racism part, it says, like, please indicate if the interactive user-generated aspects of this game include the usage of, or inference of, or description of racist, xenophobic, and race-based discrimination and/or hate. Where did you experience the racism? Audio, chat, gamers' names. Please describe the type of racist content you observed.
Yeah.
This is not going to be abused in any way whatsoever.
No, we're totally not abusing it right now.
No, definitely not. Hitting next. What's next? Violence. Please indicate if the interactive user-generated aspects of this game included descriptions of inherent inference of, reference to, or depictions of violence in any form. Yes. Did you experience violence and racism together? Yes.
Tom Nook called me the N-word and said he was going to kill my entire family and all my sheep.
Tom Nook calling me the N-word is violence.
Yes, there we go.
I like
But
when they
add
were
in the
doing-
caveat, even though that was my name in the game.
on FNT, I think one of the answers that Az gave while they're just like told that bitch to get back in the kitchen.
Gender discrimination. All of it. All of it.
Yeah, just all of it.
Yes. Yes. This world is full of assholes. It didn't update my gender preference every day without me telling it to.
Yes. No, wait. It didn't allow me to update my gender preference. So I got misgendered constantly through the game, depending on the day. You spelled that right.
Constantly.
Yeah, even fucking Windows automatic autocorrect or spell check does not recognize that as a goddamn word.
Yeah. Maybe there's supposed to be a hyphen in there.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? What?
I would love if like the old paperclip from like
Aw.
Word would just like pop up if you type that where it's just like, this is cringe. You're being cringe. Stop it.
Okay.
Click other and type in the F slur.
Do it! Do it!
Do it.
No, we can't do that.
it,
We can't do that.
it,
That's
do
too
it.
obvious. Oh wait,
You're too-
the F slur?
Yeah, there we go. That's. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, also because like it's visible on the screen and I don't want
Yeah, and also
I don't wanna
Rimshee is the
fuck
only
with
straight
Twitch.
one here.
I'm
Yeah,
married. That's
fucking
close enough to being gay.
Yeah.
Oh, what's your age?
Prefer not to say. What
No,
country
no,
are you from?
Let's put it between 35 and 44 because that's the type of hysterical middle-aged women that come up with this shit.
Alright.
I think that's all the hydrants. Oh, there's one. Bastard snuck up on me.
Why you didn't put in the country?
Yeah, I did.
Who cares?
What country?
U.S.
I would have
appreciate
gone like
your
Czech
input.
Republic or something like that.
We appreciate your input. Want to help some more? Do I?
Alright. Let's see. What, Valorant. What's the lowest one? Valorant's at 77. Apex is at 76. It's probably gonna be Minecraft. Yep, it's definitely Minecraft. All
Dude,
games
I'm
are
gonna
at
be-
least 50% toxic.
I'm going to be incredibly disappointed if by the time the score for Animal Crossing comes out that it's not 90% or higher.
Yeah. I know nobody's watching right now, but anybody that does watch this, spam the fuck out of Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I mean, like, they've already been, like, when they announced this on Twitter, they got fucking ratioed. Everybody was clowning on them.
Also, this is a thing that I don't like. Crude humor. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna I'm gonna pickaxe your pussy. I don't know.
Because like if like the basest of crude humor is like the fart joke.
It's so
Fart
subjective.
jokes.
Which,
Fart jokes.
which me and my neighbor were making
Fart
jokes about
contribute
yesterday.
to toxicity by these people's logic.
Yeah.
Which,
I
by
never
that
have farts lined
logic,
up during the show, but if I did have a fart, you bet I'm
by
farting
the
directly
logic
into the
that
mic.
fart jokes contribute to toxicity, if you've ever seen the movie Elemental, the entire airball scene is one massive fart joke. It's the windbreakers versus the oh shit. What was the other team? I forget.
Cheese
But it was
Cutters.
another fart jokes. It was another fart joke. And then in the stands they're selling Toot Toot juice.
Yeah.
That's a straight up
doesn't get more
shark joke
flavor.
right there.
Fart jokes are technically crude humor. So what do you
Yeah,
mean by
they're like
crude
the
humor?
basest level of crude humor. Is the fart joke.
Farts will always be funny forever and ever.
You know, it's just like the pie in the face is the basest level of slapstick. There's a basest level to every form of comedy.
Yeah. Yeah, so, like, what do you mean by crude humor?
Yeah.
Also,
if you're
sexual
targeting-
content in Minecraft?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, never mind. A lot
Yeah.
of Minecraft streamers getting in trouble for some shit.
I was actually gonna say it's like for Minecraft that one's actually surprisingly low.
Hey, Dina.
Yeah, but that's streamers. They're not in the game.
But like we
You're
know how these
late.
kind-
100 push-ups, Dina.
We know how these kind of people operate, though. Like, if somebody were to, in a game lobby, say something like, suck my dick, it's like, oh, sexual content, sexual harassment.
Yeah. We've done all
Or
this
someone's
10 years ago.
Someone's sitting there in a lobby. Yeah, last night my wife and I were going at it. Oh, sexual content. Doesn't matter what
Yeah.
comes after that. It's sexual content. It could be, and the dog fucking shoved its nose right onto my ass, and it was so cold.
Yeah.
You know,
It
I
could
can't
even be
remember
like,
who-
my wife isn't having sex with me as much lately. And that's sexual
Yeah.
content.
It's like, oh,
It's like, okay, I'm just trying to talk with my friends.
Who the fuck talks over Discord voice anymore? Or not Discord, Minecraft voice anyway. Why don't you use fucking Discord? That way you don't have to deal with the idiots.
Like an adult. Well, we have
Yeah.
to deal with some idiots.
I think it was the same stream of FNT that I was watching where somebody brought up, it's like, you know, like, it's like, man, you remember, like, it's like, the shit we have today is, like, so sanitized and tame compared to what it used to be. It's like a Modern Warfare 2 game lobby. That was the type of game lobby that would make legitimate white supremacists rage and cry.
Blush.
Yeah. Oh, old school Halo 2 lobbies?
Halo
They
3
made me
too.
blush.
I played Halo 3.
Yeah.
We got fucking savage.
Yeah.
I was never much for shit talking, but D6, my best friend, whenever we played, I'd give him the mic, and he would do his best to shit talk everyone.
Yeah, I was never much one for shit talking either. Never been good at it.
Nope, never been good. My focus is on killing them, not telling them how they're gonna die.
Yeah, my shit talking
Oh,
is
Violence!
how do you like that, bitch?
Violence!
And take that, you cunt. And that's
Also, I think it was
Jeremy.
Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers is just like, you know, it's like,
Oh, I
It's
thought
like
you were
people who
referencing
are-
the quartering for a second.
no, not that one. But from Geeks and Gamers, he's like, you know, he's like, anybody who's actually a gamer already knows this, but like when you're playing a competitive game, it's like the two people that get shit on the worst is the person at the bottom of the scoreboard and the person that won.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. One gets called a scrub, the other gets called a cheater. Every time.
Exactly. That is exactly what he said, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because gamers know!
If you win, you're a cheater. If you lose, you're a fucking scrub. Get good.
And, like, they also, like, I guess these same people, like, oh, we're making a petition to, like, make this a part of, like, the official video. Don't sign that shit. These people are fucking losers.
Yeah.
The official video game ESBR rating?
ESRB.
Yeah, whatever. I don't pay attention to that shit already. Why would I pay attention to it if this shit came about? Hell, I'd pay attention to it less. I would actively avoid the ESRB rating. Oh, this says it's mature.
Yourself.
Here,
But now
2-year-old son.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you would pay attention to it a little bit more because you have a kid.
Fuck no.
And it's like, oh, we need to
I
protect
will judge the
people
game for
and
my
make them-
son. Thank you very much.
But they're like, we need to protect people and, like, keep them safe from, like, these toxic environments. And it's just like, you motherfuckers are the problem. You've always been the problem.
Yeah.
In
These
fact,
types of
I
people
would go
are the
so far as to
reason-
say that we coddle people way too fucking much.
Yeah, probably.
These types of people are the reason why when I was joking about the Proud Boys with a Colombian immigrant and a female friend at a bar, and I was joking about, like, their initiation shit. This was long before they were considered, like, a totally racist thing and all that.
Yeah.
And these types of people are the reason why I'm joking with my two friends, an immigrant and a female, about the initiation process and how I should just join because it sounds funny. And then
They've got
this other
they've got-
couple just comes up to me to lecture me about it. It's like, I'm sorry, we're having a laugh.
And really, like, stuff like the Proud Boys, it's like, is not unique.
Yeah.
It's just one of many organizations that started off with good intentions but got co-opted by fucking extremists.
Yeah. Yeah, it started off to just be like an adult fraternity, like the Elks Lodge.
Well, I say co-opted, like, there are extremists within it that are trying to co-opt it,
Yeah.
while others are still sticking to the original purpose.
Yeah, but it's no difference than, like, the Elks Lodge or something like that. It's like,
Yeah.
it's just dudes being dudes is what they were trying to do.
So
It's 'cause
they
Extremists, no matter what the organization, extremists always try to find a way to seize power, because that's what extremists do.
You know. And they fuck everything up for the rest of us. We can't have fun.
if they're not trying to seize power, it's because they're preparing to do so.
I'm extreme for fun. I should seize power and just make things fun.
So they've got GTA Online on here, and I already went through and I rated it, and it's no across the board. There's no content that's sexual or violent or anything like that.
Yeah, it's like that's my hope. Is like GTA will have like a almost like glowing, like, oh, this isn't toxic score, while as Animal Crossing is like this cesspool of sin and debauchery.
Oh, by the way, Dina, if you want context, there's this website. They're rating the toxicity of.
Here's the context, right up here.
Specifically, they are arguing that there should be a rating attached to games that measures the toxicity of the player base,
Yeah.
which is dumb.
How do you put that on a game if you don't already know the player base?
Also, it's
Also,
like that would be something that would be constantly fluctuating. as more
Yeah,
and more
and
people add reviews. And
I would argue
surveys.
this should be non-existent for mature rated games.
I mean,
It should be non-existent entirely, for sure. But it should be extra non-existent for mature rated games. Like GTA
'cause
Online.
as we pointed out with Call of Duty, it's like, like one of their toxicity rates is like, violent threats, 90%. It's Call of Duty. What are you, stupid?
Yeah.
How many of those are violent threats and how many of those are game banter?
Yeah. Dina, exactly. Why are people so afraid of life? Well put.
Yeah. Well, as I said earlier, with the fact that like crude humor is one of their metrics, it's like, tell me you're a pussy without telling me you're a pussy.
Yeah. This entire show is crude humor.
It's like, if you can't handle crude humor, if crude humor is a marker of toxicity to you, you're the problem. You need to get the fuck over yourself. Maybe get therapy.
And obviously, when you're talking crude humor, you're not talking sexual content, because otherwise you'd be including it under sexual content.
So I've been practicing being okay with like burping on mic. That's technically crude humor.
Yeah.
But it's like,
How can you practice being okay with burping on mic? You're
I
either
just have a
okay with it
natural
or you're not.
I have a natural reflex to just mute the mic when I burp.
Oh.
And I'm trying
I
to
lean
avoid
into it and I go, hold on. That was
Yeah.
weak.
Yes, it was. You should feel it.
Yeah, I've been getting better.
Well,
Dina
it was
can
only
tell you.
one air
I've
gulp. You
launched
gotta
some
give me
massive-
a break.
I've pushed
Here,
out
let
some
me-
massive burps on mic
No.
with Dina.
That's a little better.
Yeah. Poo and fart jokes fall under crude humor. Yes. Yeah, Dina, we were mentioning that earlier. So,
But the thing is that like the people who think this shit up, the people that are pushing for this, are people that don't actually play video games.
yeah.
At all.
No, they see people enjoying something and it's not under their control, so they want to control it.
Yeah, they're trying to yuck somebody else's yum. Yeah.
And I guarantee you,
I smell
I'm
carrot
almost
cake.
psychic on this. Nice. I'm almost psychic on this. But a good portion of the people behind this are middle-aged white bitches.
Hands down.
Oh, for sure. They probably paid money into the Anna Sarkeesian
Alliance,
Discord.
or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Oh yeah. Did you guys see that shit with her and her 40th birthday?
Yeah.
where she married herself? Yeah.
No,
No,
it
like,
was
she didn't even-
a
she didn't
wedding
even marry herself.
themed.
It was a wedding themed birthday party. It's just like, yeah, tell me that you're not alone and regretting your fucking life decisions.
Yeah.
Fuck you, you grifting bitch. You get what you deserve.
Also, Dina, for your message, also for a great burp, just chug a sparkling water. That reminds me of the video of the guy that chugs a sparkling water and then he tries to hold the burp in and he smashes his head into the fucking garage door.
Damn it.
Have you seen that?
No.
No? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh no. You have to see it. It's really one of the funniest videos on the internet.
What, did he fucking get lightheaded and fucking fall out?
It's so short. Give me a second. YouTube's been loading really slow for me lately. I don't know if you guys are experiencing the same thing.
Sometimes.
But yeah, like, that was the other thing, is that, like, just further evidence that the people behind this are stupid and have no idea what the fuck they're doing, is that they've left this open to the internet.
Yeah.
Hey, we've got a crab on YouTube.
Oh, we're streaming on YouTube too?
Yeah, we're streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. All three.
Oh, damn.
If they have somebody who's, like, responsible for, like, filtering through those surveys, I'd hate to be that motherfucker.
I'm sure they have to swap them out at least once a week. If not
Hey,
more.
Cats, thanks for the biddies. Now show them titties.
Cats! Insult Jables! Do it!
Alright. So, Rimshee, I'm going to send you the link so you can pull it up on stream.
Yes. Yes, I shall.
And then, sir, I'm going to drop the link into live show so you can pull it up.
Okay.
It's not a full minute 12. It's literally just like
Your man might have the
10
Star Wars
seconds.
Lego set Death Star.
God
20
damn.
seconds. It's just kind of on repeat.
I gotta watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Alright, we ready to post it?
Your man might have the Star Wars Lego set Death Star,
Christ.
but can he chug a sparkling water and not burp? Oh my gosh. What do I do? Your man might have the Star Wars Lego set Death Star.
I was gonna say, there's no way, he's not gonna burp, and there's no way for us to know how long that thing's been open, so I doubt there's fizz in there. And then he does that shit.
He burps anyways and just smashes into the garage door. It's one of the greatest videos on the internet.
My favorite part is just like, what do I do?
I'm surprised you guys haven't seen that before. It's a perfect video. Short, sweet, simple. Everything works. It's like...
Honestly, some videos need that long form. Those are great videos. Some videos require this sort of short form. Those are great videos. This is beautiful use of the time.
Yeah. Yeah,
I was starting to question...
Death Star, but can he chug a sparkling water without burping? Oh no, what do I do?
Honestly, I went through so many this is so bullshit moments. Like at first I was sitting there going, there's no way we have no way of knowing how long this thing's been open, so it's probably not even carbonated. And then it's just sitting there just I'm like, is there even anything in there? And then all of a sudden
Yeah. It's definitely in the top 10 of greatest videos on the internet.
And the best part is like, that was definitely like, basically instantaneous, like, oh, I didn't think this through.
Yeah.
It's also technically crude humor.
Oh, man.
To bring it back to that, it's technically crude humor. It's also slapstick, because it could be both.
Yeah.
And Jables is dying over there.
Yeah.
That dude straight up, he fucking brained himself.
Oh, jeez.
That was wonderful.
I think I saw the other side for a second there.
I almost shit my pants.
I need water. But I know I'm not getting any.
Oh, I'm watching it again.
Yeah, while you're doing that, I'm gonna use the bathroom
All right.
because I did almost shit my pants.
Why?
Just that-
But
oh
can
my
you try
gosh,
the
what do I
sparkling
do?
water and not burp?
All right. Oh, this video's too good.
Oh my gosh. What do I do? Your man might have the Star Wars Lego set Death Star.
I like how this one channel just uploaded it as like a minute and 12 seconds.
What do I
Like,
do?
15-second video.
I like how he starts the next go through as soon as he hits his head. The new screen's not all up yet, and I've already heard the audio for the start of the video.
Yeah. Alright, hold on, wait. Somebody said pause screen on point. Let me see. Yeah, you fucking nailed it, dude. Screenshot that. I want that to be something. I don't know. I don't know what it will be, but screenshot it, send it to me.
I'm just gonna get you the entire window. You do with it as you will.
Yeah, that's all I need. Oh, fucking sweet. Yeah, I'll work on that after work tomorrow.
Oh. I
This
almost
is one
want
of those images. This is one of those images that you would post somewhere, and the people that know. The people that don't know are like, "What's that?"
I almost want to get a short GIF of him actually hitting his head on the garage door, and use that as our notification thing.
Yeah. Hey, Crab, do you know how to make GIFs? Says, boy, do we have a job for you. I'm surprised you guys haven't seen that video, though.
I'm a married father, so I think it's
Been
kind of
around
reasonable for
since
me.
before you had a kid.
How long has it been around?
Oh, I think I first saw it in like 2018, 2019.
Okay, maybe I did see
Yeah,
it,
it was
but,
even pre-marriage.
but it was TikTok, and I don't go on TikTok, so who knows?
It wasn't originally on TikTok, I don't think.
Yeah.
Maybe it was.
Well,
Oh.
the thing is, though, is that there's such a massive amount of content that's uploaded to the internet on any given day.
Yeah, but it also feels like this is something I would have shared with you guys beforehand. So maybe it's
No.
on me.
No, that was that was entirely new to me.
Yeah. So that's on me. I know I've shown it to Dina a million times. Yeah. Everybody in the audience, you're welcome for the best video on the internet. Short, sweet, concise, beautiful.
Also, the top comment is just perfect. Oh my gosh! What do I do? Dead.
The next one down. This is a modern comedy masterpiece. It packs so much into less than 20 seconds. Hubris, comeuppance, shock, bodily functions, physical slapstick, and somebody getting hurt. Most comedy writers dream of being this funny.
Facts.
I can't argue with that statement. It is way too true. It was probably written by the guy who did this.
The sheer panic that sets in once he chugs it is hilarious. Most accurate representation of life I think I've ever seen. Facts.
Yeah, I know
Yes.
I know how to not burp when drinking some sort of carbonated drink, but the alternative is it comes out the other end.
Yeah.
Usually not alone. Usually not alone. Ugh.
Fuck some of these comments, man. I like how he mentioned Star Wars and then sounds like Chewbacca before hitting the garage door.
Yeah. It's also universally loved. Technically crude humor, but clean. He even says, "Oh my gosh," instead of "Oh my god."
Yeah, you know,
This is a video for
it's
everybody.
almost wholesome.
Yeah. It's a video for everybody.
This is slapstick gold. Classic. Escalates as if planned by a master. Bless this guy for having the humility to upload this gem. I guarantee you this was planned. That being said, I don't think he knew how much of an issue he'd be having.
This one's fun. I actually woke up laughing from dreaming about this video. That's how profound of an effect it has on me.
Yeah. The only reason I say this was planned is because why the fuck else would you have your garage door that low and still open?
I don't know. Seems like a high school kid. Maybe he was just getting his bike out.
Yeah. Also, if it's not one of those types that like automatically opens, I've seen a lot of people half-ass that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a huge difference. There's a huge.
I can step under it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This strikes me as like planned.
If it's planned, he's a fucking
if
genius.
it's planned, yeah, no, I think that it's planned, but that doesn't detract from it. It actually improves it.
My thing
You know
is,
what?
though, like, it's like
Round of
even
applause.
if you're a good actor, it's hard to replicate that genuine like look and sound of panic.
What do I do?
No, I think he was actually panicking a little bit, but I think he understood.
What?
I think he understood what was gonna happen, and was just like, I'm gonna panic, and I'll just make sure I run towards the garage door.
Someone else here?
No, soundboard.
Ah.
That's good. I like that shit.
Yes, that was very good.
There we go.
Toxicity rating, also good. Not for the reasons that the people creating it intended, though.
Yeah.
It is very good to make fun of.
All right. Back on the theme of talking about video games.
Yes.
Video games.
All right, what we hitting up now?
Just the topic of the stop publishers destroying games.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's worth talking about now that people are here, especially. Sir, you watched the full video. You want to talk about it a bit?
Yeah, sure.
And I'm gonna post the petition in the chat.
Which chat?
And
The
really,
stream
like,
chat.
what the guy is asking for in the video is not unreasonable.
Yeah, I have the.
Basically, his argument is like he's not demanding that publishers continue to support old games because that's
Well-
just unrealistic after a while.
Well, let's
But
do.
that
Let's
when
do
they-
the.
Hold
let's
on.
do a little background on it first
Okay.
before we get into that. So essentially, the thing that's happening is live supported games. When a company stops supporting that game, the game's just gone.
Yeah.
Even though you paid $60 for it or whatever.
And Nintendo's the worst about this.
Debatable. A lot
Well-
of this sparked from Ubisoft stopping support for a game called The Crew.
Oh no, I get that that's where it comes from, but if you really look at it, Nintendo's probably the worst about this because, God, I have a burp right there and it doesn't want to come up. It's more
Yeah.
polite than I am. But if you look at all their games, it doesn't matter how old it is, they will go after you for copyright. If for any reason, if they're not making money off of it or they haven't approved it, they will go after you for that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, Nintendo's really shit. I'm surprised Nintendo hasn't gone after like secondhand sellers to try to get some of that cash.
I think they have.
Yeah. When
Oh,
it
really?
comes to
They got shot down because of it, but I think they have.
I didn't mean to actually press that. That just kind of happened.
the cult of, and it is a cult at this point. The cult of Nintendo is incredibly sad to me. It's
Yeah.
like you never see people who are so rabid in their defense of a company that actively hates them.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love Nintendo and their games.
Yeah, they make amazing games.
They
They
put
are
out
Fucking
great products.
anti-consumer as shit, though.
Yes. Yeah, that doesn't mean I'm not going to be critical of them.
They are incredibly
play-
abusive to the people that buy their products.
I play my Switch almost every day. I've owned it for years now, and that justified the entire cost. Just the amount of hours that I put into it.
Like for
Yeah,
anybody
no,
that's
I've-
aware of a YouTuber called Imp Lemon,
Mm.
he has a really
That's a name I
great.
haven't heard in a while.
He has a really great video on Nintendo's hatred of the Smash community
Yeah.
and how
Well,
they
yeah,
have gone out of their
Ludwig-
way to fuck over that player base.
Yeah, they shut down like an entire they shut down an entire competition like a year or two ago.
Like, Nintendo makes anti-consumer decisions that don't even make sense. Like,
No, there
other
was-
game companies are just like, oh yeah, you can, like, play our stuff. Like, that's free advertising. Nintendo took a while to come to the same conclusion.
Yeah, there was one guy that got his hands on a specific like Nintendo magazine that was a limited release in Japan in like the mid 90s. And there's
Mhm.
hardly any copies out there. And he got his hands on one and he uploaded the pages to the internet and Nintendo sued him.
Yeah.
And I think part of their lawsuit is they wanted that copy back or something. It's like, dude. Oh man. But damn, do they make good games? It's
Yeah, I think that's part of the problem, though, is that because the games they make are so good, that it's almost impossible to actually get people to the point like, no, like the way that you treat customers is bullshit and you need to stop. We're never going to get to that point.
yeah, because they're gonna keep getting money from me. Like I don't. The amount of hours I put into Nintendo games, I don't see myself not buying another one because they're just too fun. And
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, the only saving grace they have is that their games are enjoyable. They do try and push the hardware. Not necessarily to the extremes like PlayStation, Xbox, or PC gaming, but I mean, look at the Wii. Who would have thought that sort of controller setup would make sense? And then they come out with the Switch. Who would have thought a game system that could be mobile would make sense? Nintendo.
Yeah, and they try
do
to
that
make
stuff.
everything affordable for the family as well.
They try and be affordable and innovative. They have a lot of good things going for them. Their biggest issue, they're
Well,
exceedingly
affordable-
anti-consumer.
Affordable is a bit questionable. Implement kind of covers some of that in this video.
In comparison to other gaming systems and stuff,
When you're looking at
extremely
$500 or $600 for an Xbox or a PlayStation at a minimum,
and like $250 for a Switch,
$250, $350, $450 when it was new, that's pretty affordable by comparison.
no.
So
But I don't disagree. That's still
He brings some
that is
stuff
still
up.
expensive. That is still
Yeah.
expensive, but
In
They
comparison,
price gouge in other ways.
oh yeah,
yeah.
they never reduce the prices of their old games on the marketplace. Just they never do it.
But I've also gotten probably about $5,000 worth of fun time spent out of the money I spent on my Switch. So
Yeah,
I'm not,
I because I pay for their online shit, I get access to Nintendo 64 games, NES games, Super NES
Yeah.
games, Game Boy games.
like I was playing Mario Kart 64 with my cousin last night. He lives all the way down in Tacoma, and I just
I can
texted him,
play
I was like, "Hey, you want to play some Mario Kart 64? I got a couple hours to kill." And he's like, "Oh, fuck yeah!" And so we just hopped on. We just
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but because they're providing that availability, it gives them the excuse to be very anti-consumer with the rest of it. At least in the eyes of the law. Which is really lame. But it is what it is. But yeah, they give you, if you're paying for their online, they give you access to a shit ton of money worth of games over several consoles that you would need the console for. They emulate it on the Switch, and it's pretty great. I can play Star Fox 64 with the ability to pause mid-game and turn off the system.
oh.
Man, let's not get into
But-
Nintendo and emulation because we'll be here all night.
By the way,
Well,
Rimshee, they made a shit ton of Nintendo 64 controllers. You might want to go online and buy some.
Yeah, I've been waiting to actually have the money to do so.
Oh, okay, cool. My cousin bought me one for my birthday. It's been a fucking game changer. Anyways, yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
already sold out.
God damn it.
I'm joking. It's still actually in stock.
Which is surprising. It's been in stock for like the last month.
Right?
Yeah. Usually it sells out.
Well,
the same day.
probably what happened was they realized, oh, these were actually selling out. We should probably... There it came. we should probably fucking we should probably just stock up for a while, and then I'll sell it. That or no one knows they're in stock again.
Yeah. Yeah, so... Oh, Crab, you don't have your N64? You should go get that.
I have an N64. Somewhere.
I got my
I do too,
dad's.
it's at my parents' place. I wasn't using it anymore, so... My sister and all of her kids are living there, and I was just like, you guys take the N64. Let the kids play it. Fuck it. Anyways.
Like, I'll come back occasionally to judge how your children hold the controller.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. My parents are gamers. My sister's a gamer. Her kids are gamers. Like, my oldest niece and nephew were ranked top 5 for competitive Fortnite in the state. So, I don't know. They play games.
Alright, I'm purchasing UCart and check out. I'm purchasing it. Let's see. Apply coupons. Only one coupon and it probably won't get me shit.
She's over here just like, shut up and take my money.
Yeah.
I need my son to know the absolute horror we had when it came to
First-person shooters, playing GoldenEye using the
playing
C-pad
Nintendo back in the day.
Yeah. Works great for Mario Kart. I was playing some GoldenEye, a little wonky.
Yeah, we basically had to wait till 2001 for
Yeah.
Bungie to revolutionize how shooters were done on consoles.
Yeah. Crab, everybody had a crush on the chick from Long Long Ranch. It's not.
I'm sure there's more fan art too.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot.
My question is, which one got more attention, Mayron or Ruda? Tough question, isn't it?
Yeah, especially with the internet's obsession with Emporium.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're here to talk about some real shit.
Enough of this degeneracy.
So Ubisoft.
We're a
stopped
show
support
about nothing
for-
but degeneracy. Go fuck yourself.
So Ubisoft shut down support for a game called The Crew, and so essentially nobody could play it anymore.
Yeah.
And so the petition that I posted, the Stop Killing Games, they want to enact some sort of, at least companies to agree to a policy or to enact something into law. It's not totally clear. But yeah, that's the background. Sir, if you want to keep going with the other shit.
Yeah, like,
I think the ideal would be a law.
Well, as I was saying earlier, you know, like, the guy, like, he's not even asking for that much, really. Like, he's not even asking that publishers continue to support old games. which would become unreasonable after a while. His main thing, the thing that he wants to push for, is that the publishers have to leave the game in a functioning state when they pull support.
I actually have the
Let the community take it over, basically.
Yeah.
So Rimshee, I sent you a screenshot.
Yep.
You can feel free
Copying
to pull
link.
that up on screen. There's nothing cursed about it.
I can
I
see
haven't
it.
paused
I'm working
on
on
like what he. I haven't paused on what he actually wants the petitions to do.
Because there's been a concept in gaming, especially PC gaming, for a while now, of what's called abandonware.
Yeah.
And it's basically, like, these are games that are kept alive solely by the communities that play them, because the publishers left them behind long ago.
Yeah. It's a lot
Yeah,
like
like-
how I don't think piracy is necessarily a crime, because if you can't get the game any other way.
Yeah,
What are you
Subspace
supposed to-
Continuum is kind of that.
Because, like some publishers or like some game devs are like real ones. One of my favorite examples is Alien vs. Predator 2.
Mm-hmm.
So when Monolith went under, like, they basically took that game with them. So you can't get this game on Steam. You can't get it on Good Old Games. You can't get it on any service. It's not available because the company fucking took it with them.
Yeah.
So one of the developers of the game published the entirety of the game's source code online.
Good.
And from that, people have been able to, work out ways so that people can still install the game and play it. And they keep multiplayer servers for the game going to this day.
Yeah.
If
But in
you've
that
ever
case,
heard of
that's only
Subspace
because one of
Continuum, it's
the-
a similar idea.
That was only because people that actually made that game said, no, fuck the company. We're going to make sure that this game survives. We're just going to put it out in the wild.
Yeah. There's a game I played a long time ago called Eternal Eden. Great game. Recommend everybody play it. It's a fun little like RPG turn-based thing. Excellent story.
Nice.
At the end of the game, though, there was this thing. It was like a little developer note. It's like, we noticed you played through the entire game, and this is a pirated version. This was made independently. If you would like to donate some money, that would be cool. And I gave the guy like $200 because like I had such a good time playing that game. I wouldn't have bought it. I got a pirated version from a friend that was like, "Hey, you should really play this." And then I saw that website and I was like, "Yeah, I'll pay for that. I'll more than pay for this. This was awesome. I had a great time." Yeah. Piracy isn't your enemy, game developers. Just so you know.
You know what? Speaking of which, there was a video I watched recently. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Dude basically said piracy is good for gaming.
Yeah, it's advertisement.
No, he had other reasons why it's not bad, but and a lot more solid reasons.
Yeah, we might have watched the same video. Like, a lot of it was, I wouldn't play this game if I had to pay for it.
Nope, different video. Lexatorius? I
Okay,
think?
yeah, different video, yeah. Anyways. Sorry. We keep sidetracking. Back to this. So, what he wants to do, while the game is being supported, is he wants them to do absolutely nothing. Just support the game. Whatever. But after support ends, so the game doesn't just dissolve into the ether, just 3 points. Nothing crazy. Games sold must be left in a functional state. Games sold must require no further connection to the publisher or affiliated parties to the function. Or affiliated parties to function. The above also applies to games that have sold microtransactions to customers. So essentially, if you buy in-game items, you get to keep those. That's what that last one is.
Yeah.
Which is reasonable and should not have to be mentioned, but...
Yeah. It's 3 points, all of them extremely reasonable. I would add a 4th point. Allow player-made servers for online play, but that might be asking it a little too much.
I mean, if it's an online multiplayer game, then no, I don't think it is.
It's debatable. These are 3 very good first steps.
Well, when you abandon it, you should provide access to player-made or player-owned servers.
Yeah.
When you shut down your own. As long as your servers are running. No, you can have it exclusive. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at Subspace Continuum because now it's available on Steam. I remember playing this shit in high school, and I'm kind of getting nostalgic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's technically abandonware. It was well, not abandonware. It was the developers, the original developers stopped supporting it, but the community was just so huge that, and it was no longer supported by the time I found it, but the community was so huge that it was community run.
Yeah. And
that is perfectly cool. I'm definitely gonna play this at some point in the relatively near future. Yeah, and it's only like 94 megabytes of data, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, video games are the only medium that isn't preserved. And it's really irritating. Not
Actively preserved.
Well, I mean, it is by the consumer base. I know of a few YouTubers, like when Nintendo shut down the Nintendo 3DS shop. They bought every game. So that they would have the software, and I'm not saying what they did with it. I'm just saying all those games are still available.
It's unfortunate, but there's a pervasive, mindset now in like the AAA gaming industry, especially. Like, a lot of people have heard of games as a service, which is fucking garbage. Always has been.
Yeah.
Because it means that they don't have to be constrained by, the consumer regulations of selling you a product. It's like, oh, we're not selling you a product, we're selling you a service. So you can't bitch when we take it away from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why games as a service is such bullshit.
And the thing is that like,
Oh no,
this is
you
another
purchased a
mindset.
license to play this.
Yeah.
You didn't actually purchase the game.
Yeah. Because this is another thing, another part of the thought process is that they want to be able to take the game away from you because they don't want you to keep playing it.
They want you
that's-
to consume product, buy new product, consume new product.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why this whole issue came up is because they stopped support for the crew, but they also released a sequel.
Yeah, they're basically telling the players, like, no, fuck you. We don't care if you enjoy that still. Stop playing that. Buy this.
Give us money, bitch.
It's entirely profit driven.
If you want us to play the second one, make the second one better. Make it a direct replacement or an improved replacement. Like, hey, these things that we bitch about, oh, you've improved them? Much better. We will play this new one. Because it's
Well,
actually worth it.
Even that logic doesn't fully work. Because it's just like, you know, like, for example, like, oh, like, why the fuck are you still playing BioShock? BioShock 2 is out now.
No, that's not what I mean. What I mean is,
like,
if you want us to swap, you can't just ask us to swap. You have to actually provide us with a reason. And the old one doesn't exist anymore is not a good enough reason. That's not gonna get me to switch. That's gonna get me to abandon. Because fuck you.
But that's the thing, it's like, even if you convince me, or like you're really convincing me, like I should play this new game, it's like, okay, but I still bought the old game. I still want to have the old game because I liked playing the old game.
Well,
and I might get the notion to play the old game again.
Or even
Let me give you an example of kind of what I'm talking about.
I might get into a series late, but I want to play the first one.
Let me give you an example of kind of what I'm talking about. Titanfall and Titanfall 2. Titanfall is objectively worse than Titanfall 2. It just is. I'm sure people will still play it, but a lot of those people who enjoyed Titanfall moved to Titanfall 2 because it was better. Yeah, I'm not saying they can't support or they can't provide that. I'm saying from a business perspective, if you want me to play this other game, you have to give me a reason to play it other than the one I enjoyed doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Because, like, I mean, Crash Bandicoot 1 is worse than Crash Bandicoot 2 or 3. But I still like to play Crash Bandicoot 1.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's just like, you know, like, it's like, oh, you know, like, nobody wants to play, you know, Super Mario Brothers anymore. Like, Super Mario Brothers 2 is out.
I play that shit all the time.
Also, the fact that Super
when
Mario
I'm in-
Brothers 2 was not a Super Mario Brothers game, but
Yeah.
but that's an entirely different gaming story.
Yeah, I play those old school Mario games, though, like, when I just have some time to kill and I want to play a video game, but I don't want to get sucked in. I'll load up the original Mario Brothers. Or I'll do Super Mario World. It's my favorite one. Or Super Mario Brothers 3.
Reminds me of another point that Implemen brought up in his gaming on a downward spiral video. Is that there's just not enough good simple games anymore.
Yeah, that's
No,
damn
there
true.
aren't.
Well, that's actually kind of why I'm excited to see.
He's like, and you
I know I've
can't tell
mentioned
me
this.
that there's not a market for simple games, because how many motherfuckers
No.
still play Tetris?
Yeah, Chris Raygun and some black guy have been bitching about it for a while. Like, the gameplay is too long now. It's not.
Well, like, some people call, like, especially Sony gets called out for
It
this,
gets,
like, the movie
the game gets good 45 hours in.
Well, there's also the movie game complaints, like, oh, this game is just, like, there's way too many, like, long cutscenes, there's too much talking. It's like
It's
there's a
a
place for
movie
those
game.
games. Some of those games can be really, really good. God of War 2018, God of War Ragnarok, excellently written. Very good story. But not every game needs to be that game.
Yeah.
Not
like,
everything needs to be a multi-million-dollar, like, $100 million budget, like, 50-hour piece.
Yeah, like, Dina and I are playing Portal 2 together right now.
Excellent puzzle game.
Yeah, simple. There's some stuff going on in the background, you know. There's like a little bit of a story.
Well, I would say with Portal,
But
it's
it's
like the
just
story
we're
is
just
simple,
doing
but the
puzzles.
mechanics are very complex. But they're intuitively presented.
Yeah, and like, as somebody that's played a lot of Portal games, I'm just sort of letting Dina do her thing, and sort of like I'm helping. That's it.
Remember when Valve made video games?
Yeah. Yep. Hey, has Valve made a bad video game?
I wouldn't necessarily say they've made a bad game.
I think they've done mediocre at best, or at worst.
Yeah.
I'd say they've made decisions that are bad for games as a medium in an industry. Look at CS:GO.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. They've made bad decisions, but they've not made bad games, just mediocre games at worst.
Mediocre is fine.
Yeah. Hell, I thought Alex VR, that Half-Life VR game was gonna be crappy. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I kind of want to go back and play it because that was one of the best VR games I've played.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at
That
the
was
same time,
so
it
much
also, and don't get me wrong, like, it rightly brought up a lot of people just like, so what about Half-Life 2 Episode 3?
Fair.
They're never releasing that game.
No.
No, they're not. Yeah, they're.
If they did, that'd be dumb.
Well, it's
At this
extremely
point-
bullshit because of what the implication they made at the end of the last
Ooh,
one.
carrot cake.
Because they directly tie Portal into the Half-Life story.
Yeah.
My wife now wants to
They're
open an OnlyFans for the carrot cake.
Yeah, it's like, because like we see this
Okay, hold on.
boat frozen in the Arctic. It's like, this ship was made by Aperture Science. And it might be the key to beating the Combine. And it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
and we are never going to explore that now because Valve cannot be fucked to actually make a new game.
Well, part of the issue is
Yeah.
their internal structure. They went to, you work on what you want to work on. So no one wants to work on Half-Life 3.
Yeah.
No, it's mainly Steam just prints fucking money, so why do anything else?
Well, that's part of it, yeah. Also, the hype for Half-Life 3 would be so high at this point, it'd be difficult to actually release a proper game. It'd be almost certainly disappointing.
Yeah. But again, that's entirely Valve's fault.
Rimshee brought up something that I wanted to talk about, but I don't remember what it was. Now, I got distracted by cake.
Cake.
God damn it. Oh, OnlyFans.
Crab only cake. Nice.
Yeah, okay, so one thing that frustrates the shit out of me is, like, I'll hear people like, should we just post a podcast on OnlyFans? Yes. OnlyFans is just Patreon plus porn.
That's not exactly true. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like another YouTube, Twitch sort of deal. It was originally supposed to compete with that and cross work with in a Patreon sort of way. But because they allowed nudity on there, it got known for
I've literally
the
seen a couple of YouTubers are just like, yeah, I post like certain reaction content to an OnlyFans just because it doesn't have the same restrictions as Patreon.
Yeah.
I'm less likely to lose it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like OnlyFans was just supposed to be Patreon plus you're allowed to have nudity.
An artist.
It was supposed to be you post your material here and they can directly support you here.
This actually happened. This actually happened this past week. An artist that I have been a Patreon supporter to for a couple of years, their Patreon got nuked. It's gone.
Why?
They're like, your content
was any reason given?
Your content does not fit within our community guidelines, and they nuked it.
Rough.
Which is probably completely bullshit.
So it's just like, they're like, well, great, I gotta find and scramble to get on another thing to, like, post my stuff.
Yeah.
They ended up getting a subscribe star, but...
Nobody uses that anymore. Yeah, so, like...
Well, subscribe...
There's more than just porn on
Patreon.
There's more than just porn on OnlyFans. That's all I'm getting at. Like, it can be used for other things. I would like it. I would like it if more people used OnlyFans for other things because there's less restrictions.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the main reason why Patreon is getting rid of a bunch of people right now is because fucking PayPal are being assholes.
Yeah.
They don't... Like, Gumroad had to, like, get rid of all of the not safe for work artists that were on their site because PayPal is basically holding them hostage over it.
Elon, go back to PayPal. Fix their shit.
Yeah, you know, it's the exact same shit that happened with Tumblr. It's just like, oh, you know, like the credit card companies decided that they aren't comfortable with people making, you know, porn art, so you have to get rid of all that shit.
I'm sorry. I saw the funniest series of a guy that put a top hat on his dick on Tumblr. That was like, yeah. It was peak comedy.
Well, I say the credit. It was Apple that fucked Tumblr over.
Yeah.
To be fair, that thing was already dying.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Kimmy. Long time no see.
But it's just like,
Kimmy!
oh yeah, all the people that built this website for us, Apple says they'll give us money if we get rid of them and throw them under the bus, so...
You're my favorite pizza topping, Kimmy. Is that what you want to hear? Lewd. No, my favorite pizza topping... My most common one is definitely pepperoni. But...
I do like nice sausage.
I like sausage.
Salami.
Sausage,
salami,
pepperoni,
salami,
mushroom.
salami under the cheese.
I'm gonna probably make some enemies right here, but I like pineapple on pizza.
But it's not your favorite pizza topping.
It's if I
Yeah.
get pineapple, it has to be with meat toppings though. Has to be.
Yeah.
My favorite combo of toppings is sausage, pepperoni, mushroom. That's my favorite trio.
Mm. I'm iffy on the mushrooms. Depends on the mushrooms and like.
Well, yeah, like if
'Cause
they're
mushrooms are one of those things where like if they're not good, they're awful.
well, yeah, like if you can clearly tell that it's like a canned mushroom, and it's just like then nah, it's not great. They're too
Yeah.
salty.
Slimy even, I'd say.
Fresh mushrooms, on the other hand, are like mushrooms that you cooked yourself.
Yeah.
Good
they're fun.
times.
All right, that counts as a food
there's a pizza
derailment.
place down the street from me. They did a Seattle dog pizza while Dina was here. That was pretty good, but it also depends on what kind of sauce you're doing. And,
We can use this as a segue and not have it be a derailment because we have stuff about fast food.
Well, the
We
longest
have
is
stuff
the
about fast food, but we've also been going for an hour and a half already.
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah,
Plus,
that's
the last time we had a derailment was in December.
Okay.
We almost we're a day short of 5 months without a derailment. So,
Yeah.
cheesy garlic pizza. Okay, that sounds really good.
Yeah. That's fine. That's a great base, but you ask for toppings.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like some people. You know, like,
Cheese. Well, it depends
have,
on if
like,
you consider the
barbecue
cheese a
chicken
topping
pizza.
or not.
No, cheese is a part of the thing.
Yeah. Well, it depends on who you're talking
if you
to.
get a,
Like,
if
if
you
you're
get a
talking,
cheeseless pizza, you're a fucking monster.
well, if you get a margarita
There
pizza,
is
cheese
somebody-
is one of the toppings. It's not a given because it's bread with
There's
sauce.
somebody that I'm in a Discord server with that gets pizza without cheese, and I think they're fucking horrific for it.
Yeah.
So basically, what you're telling me is you know someone who's going to be the next psycho killer, the next Ted Bundy or whatever.
Yeah. You need to end their life so that they don't end others.
And you know what's even worse? Is it like they're a furry and their persona is a rat?
Nope. Crab, shut the fuck up.
California Pizza Kitchen isn't even the best pizza. It's not even.
Also,
it's maybe
barbecue
mediocre.
chicken bacon pizza, not a great pizza.
It depends.
Fine.
It depends on
It
who makes
really-
it, but yeah,
It depends heavily on the
it's-
sauce.
On average, it's a midline, maybe slightly higher than
And-
midline pizza.
You have to use preferably
wait, hold
grilled
up.
chicken, and you have to be careful about how you bake it so you don't dry it out.
Time out real quick. Kimmy, I don't think food preferences equal serial killers. LMAO, unless Ted Bundy had fucked food preferences. Have
He did.
you heard of Jeffrey Dahmer?
Yeah, he had a preference for the other white meat.
Yeah.
He liked
Well,
long
he liked
pig.
the dark meat, actually.
He
Long
liked
pig.
long pig. You just slapped that down, Jables.
Somebody had to.
That's actually one of the best background jokes in the pilot episode for Has Been Hotel.
What, Dahmer?
Yeah, because like Katie Killjoy, who is like the anchor, She's like talking to the main character. She's like, "You're not here because we wanted you here. You're here because Jeffrey couldn't make his cannibal cooking segment." It shows a picture of him in the background holding a roast. It says, "It's Dom good."
Oh, nice.
Oh man.
Cats, we didn't have a food fight. We had a discussion about like favorite toppings, and then I showed Kim
You're
it
the
was
one who dipped
wrong.
out.
It's not our fault you weren't here.
Yeah, like some
We've
people
just been doing our shit.
Some people use Alfredo sauce on their pizza. Some people use ranch. Some people use barbecue sauce.
Some people drill a hole into somebody's head and pour Drano in.
Yeah, but that was more on the like, oh, they'll make the mind was what. We won't get into that. He had some interesting ideas.
All right. I think that's a good
Some-
place to end.
Yeah, let's end with murder.
Yeah.
My favorite pastime.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We might reconsider our starting time in the future, based on
Yeah.
what has happened today.
Oh man, Cats must have got some bad Gouda then. Because Gouda is good.
Well, it depends how big of a piece it was.
No,
and
she
sometimes
said
can
it
be a
was
little
not
too spicy.
satisfying. She said it wasn't satisfying. Not that it wasn't good. Satisfying.
Fair enough. There
Alright.
is a difference between those words. I will give you this.
Everybody, have a good night. We'll talk to you next week. We're doing a lot of fast food shit next week. So if you're
Yeah.
into food, next week's the time to pop in. 1:30
Wild
p.m.
stuff
Pacific
is
Standard
going on in
Time,
the fast food community.
4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. See y'all later.
Bye.